Mowgli heard a low sound behind him. Not a growl, not a roar, just the soft crunch of pine needles. Footsteps! He turned around, his heart thumping like a drum. Between the tall trees, a giant tiger appeared, stepping into a patch of warm sunlight. Its orange coat seemed to glow, its black stripes like shadows painted on fur. This wasn't the jungle Mowgli you might have heard about. Mowgli was a 9-year-old American kid who lived with his parents in a small wooden house right next to Pinewood Forest. His world wasn't filled with ancient temples, but with towering pine trees, cool, clear rivers, chirping birds, and wide-open blue skies. Every day after school, Mowgli would pull on his boots and head out for his favorite activity, a nature walk through the woods he loved. But that afternoon, the forest felt different. It was strangely quiet. The usual chatter of squirrels and the songs of birds were gone. Everything was still. And that's when Mowgli saw it. A magnificent orange tiger with bold black stripes, standing proudly in the sun. Its eyes were calm, but so strong and intelligent. Tiger didn't look angry or ready to attack. It just watched him, its gaze steady and unwavering. Mowgli's first instinct was to run, but then he remembered what his dad always taught him. If you ever meet a wild animal, stay calm. Show it you mean no harm. Respect nature, and it will respect you. "I won't hurt you," he said. The tiger's ears twitched. It seemed to understand. To Mowgli's surprise, the powerful animal lowered itself to the ground, sitting with a quiet grace. Its long tail swished slowly back and forth across the forest floor, a sign of calm observation. Mowgli felt a little bit of the fear melt away. This wasn't a monster. This was a guardian. Suddenly, a loud flutter of wings broke the silence as dozens of birds took off from the trees all at once. The tiger shot to its feet, instantly alert. It turned its head sharply, staring intensely toward the river. Mowgli, curious and a little worried, followed the tiger's gaze. He ran to the riverbank and gasped. A makeshift dam of fallen logs, rocks, and branches had blocked the river's flow. The water was rising fast, flooding the forest floor and turning the peaceful woods into a dangerous swamp. He saw small animals trapped by the rising water. Frightened rabbits huddled on a tiny patch of dry land. Turtles struggling to climb away, and a family of ducks quacking in panic. Mowgli's mind raced. Oh, to do something! He looked at the scared animals, then at the huge tiger standing beside him. An idea sparked. "We have to fix this," he said, looking at the tiger. "We have to do it together." Lifted, its intelligent eyes fixed on him. It was almost as if the big cat understood every single word. This was a chance, a test for both of them. If you love stories about animal heroes and amazing forest adventures, this is the perfect time to tap that subscribe button and stay with us for the rest of this journey. The tiger stood proudly beside him, ready for action. Now, the rescue mission began. Mowgli watched in awe as the tiger went to work. With incredible strength and control, it pushed the heavy logs with its powerful shoulders, carefully nudging them aside without causing a bigger splash. It used its strength slowly and deliberately, never scaring the smaller animals who were watching from nearby. While the tiger handled the big stuff, Mowgli did his part. He scrambled over the rocks, moving the smaller stones out of the way to create paths for the water to flow. He called out encouragement to the trapped animals, guiding them toward safer, higher ground. "This way," he'd shout, pointing out a clear path for the rabbits. He helped a turtle that had gotten stuck in the mud. Together, boy and tiger were a perfect team. Slowly but surely, their hard work paid off. The logjam broke apart, and with a rush, the water started flowing freely down the river again. The floodwaters began to recede. Fish darted through the now clear water. The birds returned to the trees, their songs filling the air once more. Sunlight sparkled on the river's surface, and the forest came back to life, vibrant and safe. The crisis was over. The forest was saved. Just then, a wise old owl landed on a branch nearby, its wide eyes blinking slowly. "Hoo hoo!" it hooted softly. "You have met the striped guardian of Pinewood Forest." Mowgli turned to the tiger, a huge smile spreading across his face. "So you're the protector," he said, his voice full of admiration. The tiger looked at him. Oh, and in a simple, powerful gesture, it nodded its head once. It was a confirmation, a silent promise. This was its home, and it watched over everything and everyone in it. When the river was back to normal and all the animals were safe. Before it turned to leave, the tiger leaned in and gently touched its nose to Mowgli's. It was a soft, friendly gesture, a goodbye filled with thanks and respect. Then, as quickly and silently as it had appeared, the striped guardian disappeared back into the shadows of the pine trees, leaving Mowgli alone with an incredible secret. That night, safe and warm in his room, Mowgli couldn't stop thinking about his adventure. He took out his crayons and a piece of paper and started to draw. He drew the tall pine trees, the sparkling river, and in the middle of it all, a brave boy. And standing watch over everything was a magnificent tiger with kind eyes. Beneath his drawing, he carefully wrote a sentence that he knew he would never forget. Heroes always roar the loudest. Sometimes they just protect quietly. Do you want more amazing animal adventures from right here in the USA? If you do, give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. We have brand new stories coming out every single week. Thanks for watching.